Hey everybody, Larry Janesky here. If you're enjoying our Into the Dust movie series, I think you'd like my daily blog. It's a short message of the day called Think Daily at thinkdaily.com to help you live a more fulfilling life, a more productive life, a happier life, and to crush your goals. You know, I'll never try to sell you anything, and I'll never share your email address with anyone. So go to thinkdaily.com and sign up today. Usually pre-running day one is hard because your body's in shock. It's like, oh my God, this is what we're doing all day long. I think I was on the bike for 9 or 10 hours today. Riding skills is no problem. It's the body. The body's got to keep up. My knees hurt. The course is so gnarly and you're so uncomfortable because everything hurts. And when you got 100 miles of crap to go, you wonder, why was this a good idea? When I first started coming to Baja, I wasn't able to read the course and I didn't have the expectations that it was going to be so bad. And so it was really bad. Now I expect it to be bad, but something just keeps drawing me back here. And then when I get here and I'm on the bike, it feels great for the first hour or two, but then it starts breaking down into pain and discomfort. Three or 4 years ago, to say it's my last race here on a motorcycle, I just wasn't ready yet, but I think I'm ready. I think I'd be okay with it. There's one thing you can't stop. Time. I started 2024 with the first race, the San Felipe 250, solo. I finished second, and now I'm back for the Baja 400.
Looking forward to the Baja 400 this weekend. We're down here preparing right now.
Over here, see the point?
Yeah. Because I remember you talking to him about that spot. We have a genius on the bike, so we're trying to figure out what his next move is going to be with our limited mental capacity here.
Yes, 20.
How many miles are you doing?
All of them in the 60 and over class.
Holy sh!
I haven't ridden on a motorcycle in probably 15 years.
I fall apart after 200 miles.
In the 400 this year, Larry will be competing in his 60 class, which means that you have to be 60 years old or over to compete. However, Larry has chosen to ride the whole race on his own solo, and he'll be competing against other teams that have 3 and 4 riders to split the race up with. So he's got a pretty big mountain to climb here as far as personal effort.
Some of them are old, retired racers, and they're fast. We're not racing them. We're just racing the clock, trying to finish.
It's a big challenge for him, so it will be his own race, so it's pretty cool.
You definitely need to have some experience background to be part of that, You put your mind to something and you will conquer it.
Larry will be fine. He's tough. He knows what to do. He's done this long enough. Set your pace. Don't race what everybody else is racing. Just ride your race.
Some people don't want to start because they ask the question, well, what if I fail? But that's the wrong question. The question should be, what if I succeed? And you can't succeed if you don't try. You might try, and you might fail, and you'll learn. And if you keep going, you'll get better. And you try again, and if you fail again, you don't quit, and you keep going, and you get better. And one day, you'll succeed. The people that are afraid of failing don't try, and they don't succeed.
Feeling tired. My muscles just aren't what they used to be, but it's okay. I'm wearing them down evenly.
I guess people that know what I've done in the past would think, what's the big deal? It's 400 miles. You're just getting warmed up. But through the year in 2020, my right knee was really giving me lots of trouble. And I had worn it out, and it was bone on bone. The Baja 1000 is in November, and I timed my cortisone injection for about 10 days before the race. It was okay during the race, but 2 weeks after I finished that race in 54 hours, I had my knee replaced. I couldn't run anymore. I couldn't ride a bicycle anymore. I had to decide, what am I going to do now with my riding career? 8 months after I had my knee replaced, I was on a team in the Vegas to Reno race and did about 250 miles. I did another motorcycle race that year, but I really wasn't in shape. I couldn't train for long distance racing, and still to this day, I can't do a lot with my legs almost 4 years later.
He's kind of brave to try to do this thing. Most people that have knee replacements aren't competing in off-road motorcycle races, especially riding the whole thing by himself. So it's a pretty tall order to compete at that level after such an injury, and I think it's pretty credible.
This Baja 400 was a big deal for me because since I had my knee replaced, this is the longest race I have done on a motorcycle.
running into people out there in race day and pre-running, they see that we're part of the Janesky team, and they say, you know, Larry inspired me to be where I'm at right now.
I can't believe what you've accomplished. I'd like to be able to accomplish half of it. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Well, I think it's huge. Not only his own personal accomplishment, but the exposure he has given to off-road racing as a whole with his amazing movies that he's done along the way. And a lot of those folks seeing the movie, it shows that people can do it if they really want to. And Larry always would say, you know, if you throw yourself at something, you can make it happen.
He's had a tremendous impact. I often meet people that have seen his Into the Dust films on YouTube, and the Ironman class quadrupled or even more over the last couple of years. 2 years ago, I think it was the largest Ironman field ever. And all those Ironman people have all watched Larry's videos, and they all learned from him. They can pre-run in their minds without ever having to do it, and maybe even live vicariously through him and not have to do it.
Good luck, Mary.
Yeah, you do.
Got the wire. The people that are the kindest you'll ever encounter, they'll give you the shirt off their back.
They're just so humble. They will carry your bike. They will pick you up, get you back on the motorcycle.
How are you doing? You need something?
They just will go above and beyond to push you to the finish line.
Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut. You know where's Connecticut?
America?
By New York. Almost done today. Then this happens.
Oh, really? You know? Good to know.
Thank you. You know, the day before a race, you have these voices in your head, right? There's the voice that I'm not ready, I don't feel up to it. You know, there's negative voice, and then there's the positive voice, right? And you got to feed the positive voice and just shut down the negative one. You're with yourself 24 hours a day, and you believe what you say to yourself. You got to really control your self-talk. That's what I'm doing right now.
The basis of Stoicism is, if you want a good life, control the things that are within your control and let go of everything else. You're not worrying about things that you have no control over and feeling powerless about it. In the race or in life, you can control what you do. You can control your attitude. You can control your behavior. You can control your response and control what you can. So in the race, I can twist the throttle and make it over the next 50 feet. That's what I can do. And if you keep doing that and keep moving forward and control the controllables, you're gonna go somewhere.
Ready?
Yeah.
Thank for my brother. Give him a good run today. Keep him strong each and every mile of it, man. Just feel your presence as you race. Jesus, save me, pray. Amen. God bless you.
Good to go, buddy. Good luck.
Well, Captain, you'll be good. Okay, be safe.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Beautiful morning here in Ensenada. Up next, we have 614X, Mr. Lawrence Janesky on that Honda Contractor Nation sponsored plane.
The ceremonial start was in Ensenada, but the timed start wasn't till mile 23 up in the hills.
It's cold out here. Right now, that'll change. Gonna be real slow at the beginning. Fog and dust back.
So he should finish in about 12 hours. So he's going to start in the dark and end in the dark. Foggy in the morning, cold. We want him to do well, but we don't want him hurt. We just tell him, go out there, be careful, and we'll be there for you at every pit.
Have a steady race, you know, be careful, and he will be fine, you know.
Yeah. There is no light or reflectors of any kind on your back.
I know it.
You don't have a blue light?
I do have a blue light. My pit crew took it with them.
Oh,
Yeah,
fog and dust together.
yeah, that's always nice.
Yeah.
Hi,
How you doing?
how are you?
Good, good.
30 seconds.
There we go.
Every single year is particular. You know, this loop here that is 400 miles, it's a big challenge, you know. It has some areas that are difficult and dangerous, but it's part of the race, you know.
You have to have that mindset that it's like motocross. You got to deal with the conditions. That's desert racing right there. Do the best you can do.
A lot more people here than some.
Well, we have to be prepared for anything, you know. Anything could happen in Baja. We need to drive a lot, and then we have to be waiting for the bike. And when the bike arrives, we need to do the service, you know. Sometimes it's just a quick fill of gasoline or just change some parts, you know, that we need to change. I have been with Chris since 1998. Chasing him, you know, being his personal driver and chase, you know, and help, you know, with the logistics, and then in the company too, you know.
My role with Larry is mainly advisory and logistics. We prepare all of his racing equipment in our shop in California, help him with all the preparation of the bikes and testing and pre-running and basically the whole program from start to finish.
I broke my shoulder in my foot. I came out, you know, it hurts. Caught my foot into my bike. I just can't keep pushing. Sorry.
It's a long race. You're not going to win it in the next quarter mile, but you could lose it in the next 100 feet.
You need to push the bike over.
I think that the Ironman broke his shoulder and his foot. It's very difficult in the early morning, you know, dark, too much dust and foggy. You could hit anything, you know.
Oh my God. Can't see anything. Be your best. Be your best. Oh man, the fog is killing. Can't see.
On four wheels, it's less important to see everything on the ground. On two wheels, where you're balancing yourself, it's critical.
This is the horror of motorcycle racing in Baja. I have fog and dust, and I'm wiping it, and it's still really bad. Oh, that's the fog. You see the fog layer down there.
The element of danger in these Baja races is there. There's a lot of things that are out of your control. When I was competing personally, that was always the biggest fears, things that you didn't have control. You know, somebody coming the wrong way on the course or animals running across in front of you, you have nowhere to go.
People say, why do you take these risks? To win, you have to risk losing, because the greatest risk is that you're going to run out of time. And I don't mean in the race, I mean in life. Take the risk.
Can't see anything.
What are we doing, boss?
Good announcement.
Can't see anything?
You gotta turn the idle up a little bit more.
Okay.
Doing hard things can be very rewarding, but you can also make a mistake. It could be dangerous.
Hey, how you feeling, Larry? Good. Yeah.
That's big.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be a good into the dust, huh?
The fog this morning was relentless. We got into the fog, then we got out of it, got chilly, and then we went right into it again. It was like you didn't know whether or not it was going to stop.
I couldn't wait for the sun to come up. It would get warmer, I'd be able to see, and it would burn this fog off.
Into the dust. Yeah.
So we are going from here to Rex Road.
I support the team by being a driver and a mechanic. Racing is something that I always wanted to do. As a child, that's what I dreamt of, and I chased my dream, basically.
We pull up, we pull a table out, pull a bag of tools, a first aid kit, some hydration, some nutrition, the pit sign, a couple of chairs, oil and spare filters and spare wheels and fuel. We try to pre-anticipate before he arrives.
The beginning, fog and dust together, it was horrible. Horrible. We got it. Thank you.
It's cloudy today, that's good. That's all wrong. Cloudy and windy. It's supposed to be a mile 90. It's mile 91 right now. I'm a little worried.
Sometimes the gas pits don't set up where they say they're supposed to be. When they're past it, it makes you very nervous. You miss a gas pit, you're running out of gas. Ask me how I know.
There they are. Oh, yeah. Thank you. That was nice. She gave me orange. Loose grip, baby. Loose grip.
I'm constantly reminding myself, keep a loose grip, keep a loose grip. My friend Oscar says, hold the grips like a baby bird. You know, it's great advice, but you can't let go of that throttle hand. It is the same muscles. Your right hand, I mean, it's in the same position, and it's like someone sticking an ice pick in your traps or in your shoulder or in your hands. They're cramping up and you lose control of your fingers. They start going, you know.
All off-road racing is going to be dangerous. You have to be heads up on this race here, probably more so than any other races I've raced.
It's dangerous. It's always dangerous.
Always very dangerous, whether you're in a cage or a bike, especially on a bike. If you lose concentration, you're done. You're over the bars or you're over the side or whatever. Don't let anything distract you. Just focus on what you're doing.
One of my mentors is Jim Rohn, and he says there's two types of suffering in the world, short-term and long-term, and you got to decide which one you want. And for me, I choose short-term suffering. I'll pay the price that I can be better off tomorrow.
All right, 10 miles to hell. It's the worst part of the course. I'm gonna get that over with in the next half an hour, baby. Yep, I am.
When we were pre-running, they wanted to show me how to use the drone, how to get it to follow me. I would practice and then carry it on my back to the most remote, most beautiful locations in Baja. I would launch the drone and get amazing footage. Everything was going great until I rode under a wall of wires. Even with state-of-the-art obstacle avoidance, it was too much for the little drone.
Crashed. Like all these wires, like a foot apart.
All right, I think I'm warmed up, you know. We're at 25%. Iron Man. You go, boy. You go, boy. Here we go. Up and away. Feeling good. Oh, it's a long way down there. That's a deep rut. Keep your toes in. Now we go downhill because what goes up must come down. Oh man. Oh, I'm starting to sweat. This is work. This is work.
Perseverance toward long-term goals is really important. You gotta be able to stick it out long after the enthusiasm of starting has left you. Everybody loves to start, but then something worthwhile ultimately breaks down to work.
Pacific Ocean. Beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
At the gas stops, I would pass this Ironman who was resting. Then I'd go a little ways, and he would pass me. Next stop, he was resting. I would go a little ways, he would pass me again. So I was hunting this guy down, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna pass this guy. Even though I didn't need to, he wasn't in my class, so I thought I was finally gonna pass him in a high-speed section. And then this happened.
Hurt my shoulder even more. Wow, it's a ragdoll there.
There's such a thing as a crash without crashing. That's what this was. You didn't go down, but the results were the same. You hurt.
Oh man, that was a big hit. Big hit. Hurt my wrist, my hip, my shoulder.
Right. Wow. Snuck up on us.
I need more ibuprofen.
Okay.
Gotta rub my traps.
You want to step off the bike for a minute?
I was going on an alternate line along the coast real fast. It's going like 70, and it ended in a farmer ditch.
Oh.
So I locked up the brakes, and I thought I was gonna cartwheel, man. I don't know how I didn't. But my body took a huge hit. How am I doing according to my plan?
Let me look. You're at 11.
First place came at 10:32. It is now 11:20.
Breathe. You want some regular water?
No.
How about
Sandwich stuff.
sandwich? So my specialty is endurance athletics and taking care of the rider's needs. I was a massage therapist for a long time. Sometimes Larry doesn't think he wants coconut water, but I'll give him some and then he'll suck it down. That's really what he needed, some magnesium, some potassium, and some hydration to keep him going. Okay, we'll see you at Llano, Colorado.
Yeah.
We're going to be at the Baja pits this time. They're on the right side.
They were in Colorado?
Yeah, we saw them about 100 yards off the highway on the right.
I'm blessed to be 60 now and still doing this. I would say to people that you've got to take care of yourself. I haven't been perfect at it by any means, but you got to think about how you're going to feel when you're 60 or 70 or 80, when you're 20 and 30 and 40. You've got to eat right. You got to stay active. You got to get your heart rate up. You got to stay in shape.
If you're still competing at 60 years old, you survived a lot. If you're still here doing it and you have a lot of experience and you're savvy and you know what to do, sometimes you can do really well even against the younger guys because of your experience.
I'm 60, right? I've been racing my whole life. I waited till I was 60 to Ironman the whole series. I found out how much I didn't know. So I jumped on the 60 team here to get more experience. What does that say for Larry? Well, he's been there, done that. He's got a lot of experience, and it just shows how tough he is.
To get through what you're going through, it's the people that have grit and have the perseverance to stick it out when it starts to really suck. You know that you've got your eye on the prize and you're going to get through this.
220, baby, 220. Definitely over halfway. And moving right along and feeling okay. Whoa. Oh man, that was close. I don't know, there's a race going on. Where's our choking truck's coming? Choking truck's gonna take that guy out. Okay, I did not pre-run this part, but I know it's gonna be crap.
I came to the race with a shoulder injury that I had for a few months, and I went down.
I hurt my shoulder. The shoulder that's already hurt.
I thought I really separated my shoulder, but I managed to go on, but it hurt more.
Just like that, man, just like that. Gotta be vigilant all times. Oh, I knew it was gonna be crappy in here. It's a total rump garden, man. It was my first year in Baja. My soul would be ready to leave my body. Hopefully that's the worst of it. That was pretty bad. 2:30. Can't believe how my body was screaming before, and now it's kind of okay.
Next to that white car. We're chase team 2. We're more or less in the interior of the peninsula. Larry's going to be coming to us from running down the Pacific side. He's crossed over the mountains through Mike's Sky Ranch to our location. We're here to assist him with any goggles or food and things like that. We're going to chase him from where our location is here, like in the middle of the peninsula, all the way to the finish as well.
Hands are really hurting, my wrists.
Riding is like a rowing motion. It uses your traps, and it uses your shoulders, and it uses your wrist and your forearms and your hands just holding on to the bike.
Please be done with this.
The director of this pit was complaining about that the guys who had the gasoline, they didn't arrive yet, and he was making some phone calls. The gasoline arrived just on time. He was waiting for the big drums, the big drums to arrive. Todo bien? Everything all right? Everything all right? 10 minutes behind?
Yeah, he's got to pace himself. He's got to go to the finish. It's not. He's only one guy.
Yeah.
Still a long way to go.
The other class 60 is about roughly 30 miles behind you.
30 miles?
30.
I did 36 mile an hour average.
Yeah.
And so if you just ride it in, they're not going to catch us.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to have teammates to know, hey, I got 130 miles and I give it to my teammate, and I'm done. You'll be able to go faster and use up all your energy in 130 miles instead of feeding it out to make sure that you get to the finish line.
First trophy truck, Toby Price, is 10 miles behind Larry right now.
At this point of the race, we should just look things over, but every minute counts at the end of the day. We've got to keep it moving. How you feeling, buddy?
You want water? Banana?
Do you have ibuprofen?
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Oh, my hands are killing me. I crashed a couple times. Went down on my shoulder. My bad shoulder against the rock. Yeah. How far is second place?
25 miles from here.
Pretty far. I'll never want to do this again.
Trucks in here. Yeah, the first one's really great. Oh, it's nice.
Good trail, man. Shoulder is not in good shape. Trophy truck is gonna come through here anytime now.
When the first race truck comes through, the danger level goes up 100 times.
That is scary. That is scary.
The fastest trucks have helicopters, and the helicopter's job is to look ahead, whether it's a cow, people, motorcycles, broke down vehicles, whatever, because they are coming so fast. If you're in the dust, they can't see you, and you're going to get taken out. But even if you're not in the dust, they are going so fast compared to an Ironman, a solo motorcycle late in the race, in the tough terrain, and you're just trying to survive it and get through it, and he's going 3x your speed. And so the helicopter would come down, pop, 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 and buzz me, and I would know, get out of the way quick. And so you get out of the way, and 1 second, 2 seconds later, the guy's coming through. What if I was 2 seconds slower?
There's a bunch of trophy trucks, I don't know how many, but they have 48-inch tires and 4 feet of suspension and 1,100 horsepower. They're coming at 140 miles an hour top speed. When they're coming, it's dusty. It's really easy to get killed by a trophy truck. We also have a safety thing on a device called a Stella that has a proximity alert. So they get a chirp in their dash that tells them there's somebody ahead because they're sending out a little beacon. And then they can also push a button on their dash to warn you that they're going to pass.
What's the worst that can happen? You go down in a rut and a trophy truck comes up behind you and you're in the dust, he doesn't see you and he runs you over.
Shadows now, long shadows, dark shadows. I want to miss a rock. Oh my God! Oh. Oh my God. My hand. My right hand, my throttle hand, I can't take it off. Gets cramped up.
To be 50, 60 years old and still be on this course, and especially with, you have, 100-something mile an hour trucks out there, it can be pretty scary, But the guys that are out there doing it, God bless them. They're making it happen for themselves, and it takes a lot to do it.
$724X, and then Larry. About maybe 8 miles from here.
In Baja, you can't call timeout. There's no timeout. There's no fair. There's just go or quit. Those are your two choices. If you want to make yourself proud, you're with yourself 24 hours a day, and you know what you did. You know if you quit so you could just, take a rest, take the easy way out. You know that. And it doesn't matter if anybody else knows it. It doesn't matter how much you explain it to anybody else. Did you make you proud? Did you give it all you had to complete the task, to do what you said you would do, to keep your promises, to be a good human being? Be a good father, a good husband, a good teammate. Did you do your best? And you know that. You got to make you proud.
Landfill?
Yeah.
You want?
Hair looks a mess, but you look good.
Don't touch that.
Running a moose up front?
Yes, front and rear.
Times when he thinks he can't go on, and we try to just gently coax him to continue without endangering him. They get to the point where sometimes their mind's fuzzy and, really think they can't continue, when we just kind of hydrate them, motivate them a little bit, and get them to try again to go. And then sometimes it's just dangerous to continue on, and it's better to just come back the following year.
It's one cooler. That's a good thing. The shadows are brutal. Goes from very bright to very dark. I can't see in the shadow. That's a bad thing. Very dangerous. The next trophy truck can't see me. This is very bad. When I get out of this, I don't have to deal with trucks anymore. The next section is bikes only. Treacherous.
I got out of the way of a trophy truck, and I saw an alternate line as I was getting out of the way, so I thought I would take it, and I thought it would come back to the course, but barbed wire wrapped around my foot and the rear wheel. It just stopped me. Barbed wire is always a threat. The farmers use it to keep their animals in, and oftentimes the course goes right along barbed wire, and you're going 50 miles an hour, and if you make a mistake and you go 2 feet that way, you're gonna get absolutely shredded. Some locals came over and they helped me. One of them had side cutters, and he cut it all.
Yeah, it's got clippers.
The people in Baja, Mexico are amazing. They're so friendly. They have helped me so much over the years. I love them.
Gracias. Bien.
we gotta give him some fuel and send him to the finish. This turned 60, so he's riding the 60 class, riding it solo.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's riding the whole thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that, you know, outside our little realm, you go to work on Monday or whatever, they don't get what this is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
This kind of stuff that's gonna kill me, man. Up against the time limit and I can't see. I keep coming. Oh my God. Alright, sun went down. I don't have it in my eyes anymore. Great. I have till 9:15 to cross the finish line. Unless I missed an ETV, then I have 10 minutes left for each one I missed.
In a long race like this, as the finish line draws closer and closer, it gives you motivation. You could feel a little extra energy because you know it's going to be over soon.
I got 2 hours to finish. So I don't have to deal with trucks anymore because they take a different way over here.
Yeah.
All the chop from the trucks and the ruts. Every 2 minutes, one's coming by me. You can't see anything. Then when you re-enter the course, you're risking your life because another one's coming.
They're almost home.
Yeah.
Fair about it. Okay,
No mistakes.
keep it going. See you back in town.
Yep. Thank you.
Hours to go 33 miles. My minimum speed to finish gonna be about 18 miles an hour. I don't take anything for granted. I gotta go up in some big hills. Big hills.
This last section of the course, they separated the trucks from the motorcycles. That in itself was a great idea, but it gave more mileage for the motorcycles up and down steep hills. This section of the course hadn't been ridden on by four-wheel vehicles in many years. It was very narrow between the brush, all overgrown.
I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, hurts. Oh.
It doesn't rain often here, but when it does, the water rushes downhill and makes big ruts.
We had 2 feet of rain down here, which is unusual. Normally we only get about 11 inches of rain. So there's extra deep ruts and cross ruts. Things that you probably saw them on the pre-run, but you can come over a hump and encounter easily a 2-foot deep trench.
Oh. 19 miles to go. Oh. Whoa. Yep. I am manhandling this bike. Okay, baby. Come on. Smooth out. Smooth out. You can do it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You gotta be a really good rider to finish this race. And you gotta be in shape and be willing to deal with much pain and be very stubborn and don't give up.
13 miles from the finish, I'm at the top of this hill, and this long, steep downhill starts, and there's ruts forming where the water flows downhill. And I'm scanning where's the best line. I took the high line, and it sloped down.
I got this. Freaking badass. Oh, oh, oh!
It was dramatic. The bike completely got swallowed up in this rut and stopped instantly down a steep slope downhill. And my feet went completely up in the air over the bars. I hope my race hasn't ended. I can't tell you how many times I've been out there Ironmanning a race, soloing a race, and wondering what the heck I was thinking, why I thought this was a good idea.
So Larry's like a freaking animal. Like, where'd this guy come from? You know, Connecticut? Really? This dude comes out here and just grinds it out, you know?
Obviously a driven individual, and he succeeded in life in many different ways. I know he was an Eagle Scout, so he's a prepared kind of guy. He won't quit.
It's epic. He is determined to, meet his goals, and Baja will conquer you or you will conquer it. And Larry is just conquering Baja.
Oh, jeez. Come on. Pull it together, man. Okay, we're going up the hill. Wait. Whoa. I hope this is the last hill.
I've been in 6 Baja 1000s on a motorcycle, but this Baja 400 was really tough for me, new knee and all.
Finished with a half an hour to spare.
When you keep doing hard things, it makes the rest of life seem easy. I guess I just wanted to know that I could still do it.
Like it didn't make sense where you were stuck.
Everybody's making dust. You can't see anything.
Well, they were going like 10 mile an hour on the highway.
Larry, Janesky, Larry, glad to see you here at the finish line. How are you feeling?
You know, I think this time I've made a decision not to do long distance solo motorcycle racing, and I'm going to either have a team on a motorcycle, but mostly I'm going to focus on UTVs And it's so much easier on your body to have four wheels and a roll cage around you. It's so much safer, and I think I can do really well at it.
I'll be happy in my UTV. With age comes a cage. I resisted for a long time, but it's time. I've had a great 10-year run racing in Baja. Now it's time for the next chapter, which includes racing. Hey, I hope you enjoyed Into the Dust 5. Remember to go to thinkdaily.com and sign up. And if you're in business or a business owner, you can sign up for Think Daily for Business People. I hope to help you crush your goals at thinkdaily.com.
Without discipline and self-control, nothing is possible.
I can't control other people, and I can't control circumstances. But I will control my decisions, my choices. People say words are easy, but living by them each day is hard. Well, not for me. I will live them.
We can't have people thinking, oh man, this is not for me. I messed up in the past. I'm corrupted for good, you know? It's not too late to begin living differently. Even if you made mistakes in the past or been unfriendly to your own destiny, come on. You're not washed up. You're not dead. Each day is new. You could start a new life. And you can start right now.
You guys always show me crashing. Like, people are going to think I crash a lot.
Well, I mean, it's all right there on video.
Yeah.